Hey there, everybody. This is Silk. We're doing Operation A View to a Kill. This is turn 14. We'll have a whole bunch of stuff to talk about in our recap here. As I kind of said, lots of fun stuff going back and forth here with Bruce and Panzer J. Should be neat, but we'll comment on that later. Tiny little bit of housekeeping. So kind of as Bruce kind of commented in his film, and there's been, if you go over there, you'll see GWE came in there and we did a bunch of rolls off screen and stuff to kind of figure stuff out. The long and short of it is that more or less the fight went exactly as expected. There was, however, 2 extra damage that got done to the Japanese. So Bruce decided to take that by double damaging one of his battleships. So one of his heavy strategic battleships, which I need to give him the other one. Why do I not have him with the other one? I gotta figure that out. Anyway, he's got 2 battleships. One is undamaged. The other one has 2 hits on it. And then he also put 2 heavy cruisers here into port in Malaya, which we'll deal with in just a moment. All right, getting to our purchases. UK's got 39. They're going to spend all of it. We've got a fighter, a medium armor, 2 infantry. This is a colonial for 4. This guy's a militia upgrade for 2. Then we're spending 3 to finish our minor shipyard that we're building in Aden. And then this 4 is we're going to go ahead and finally build our railroad in Belgian Continent. All right, let's get to our tech rolls. Did I just knock off? There it is. No text to get finished, but we'll hopefully plod along a little bit here. Our tech rolls did cool off, as kind of expected. You're not going to maintain a 70% hit rate for very long, but hopefully we'll get all 3 of these done by the time the game's over. We're going to start with approved construction. 5. Oh, the later you get construction, the less useful it is. So that's really just the number of times I've rolled for that thing and failed. We've got improved factories. There's a 9. So I think that's factories to 3. And the really fun one I'm just kind of hoping for is heavy armor here as my vanity tech. Darn it, 3. So sad. So at least we've got factories going. 1 out of 3. Again, kind of livable as far as we're concerned here. All right, we do have a few combats. Let's start with Europe, because that's where, really, it's Africa. That's where most of them are going. So first thing, these 3 medium armor go running into Nubia, and we just take that. And then up here, 1 infantry from Lower Egypt is going to take Western Egypt. 2 infantry from Lower Egypt are going to take Transjordan. I don't think Chris is going to bother fighting me for those, but maybe he will. But I think I've got Egypt secure enough that he's not going to really bother trying, and he's more likely to just lose units for not a whole lot of value, I'm kind of guessing. So we'll see. But we're going to, so that's plus $3 for UK. We were at 29. That'll take us to 32. I don't have a sub rating anymore. I don't think I have any. Oh, yes, I do have one other one. So this medium bomber here in Lower Egypt goes 1-2 with my map range. And we're going to take a shot at this coastal submarine. I was going to do this and then send a militia upgrade to Malta. And Chris took it out before I could. So really nice move there, Chris. Well done. Head of me. Definitely the cat and mouse kind of thing. Keeps going. All right, then over here, this fighter takes off and goes 1, 2, 3. And it's doing an escort mission, right? 1, 2, 3, yeah. This medium bomber is doing the actual bombing run. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and it, of course, has 6. And then this fighter comes up to escort. So I've got medium bomber and 2 fighters were bombing that port here in Malaya. Bruce had the option to intercept. He declined, and due to the nature of the bombing run, these 2 guys kick out of the port, and the 2 heavy cruisers join the fleet in P50. And I believe that is all of my combat moves. My subs are dead. I don't have a strap bomber anywhere. That has got to be it for combat. Yep, not a whole lot. Just a couple things. This will not take long. All right, we are terrible killing submarines, but we're going to give it another go here. I've got a medium bomber at 7 against his coastal submarine. There's a shot. All right, bombing, he doesn't do anything. He chooses not to intercept, so no fight there. I get a D6 damage. I do 2. So only 2 damage done to the port. That does turn it off, though, so it won't be able to repair his ships, which is the key thing I wanted. And he can't send ships back into port either. So we're really just trying to kind of push hard to take Malaya here. Get that back under Allied control. He gets to shoot me. That's a 7. If you're wondering how this works, Hambone, 7s. That's how you keep your bombers alive. 7s, not 1s, not 3s. Try to stay away from 2. Just roll 7s. Okay. If you're not sure how that works, we can talk about it later. But 7s. Combat. All my other stuff was walk-ins. So we're done with combat moves. All right. Shifting to non-combat moves. So coming out of Burma, these 4 FEC units, FEC infantry, and these 4 Gurkhas, and this AAA all move up to Siam. So that gets me to 8 Gurkhas. We're going to do some ship swapping out here. Oh, I didn't talk about the other purchases. I'm sorry, guys. I think I left off the Lend-Lease of the French motorized. And then, which that's all 39, so they have 0 left. Anzac gets 2 Gurkhas and an infantry. That's 11. They collect 11, so they'll stay at 13. Anzac Lend-Leased a medium armor to the FEC, or not FEC, KMT. Anzac Lend-Leases a medium armor. Cost 6. They're going to collect 8 this turn, though, now that submarine's gone. So they go to 11. Back to our non-combat moves. This transport is going to drop off these 2 British infantry into Siam. Oh, it just has to do that to do that. That's going to be the last thing that transport ever does. Now, we'll drop it off here in Burma, I think. And then we'll come back into port. Right? 16, 8, 12, 13, 14, yeah, 16 units in Siam. Plus the 2 fighters laid in Siam. as does the medium bomber. Don't think he's going to attack that. All right. This seaplane here in Delhi flies over to Lower Egypt. These 4 fighters in Lower Egypt all fly to Maharashtra. This transport here in I-9 comes over to, goes into port in South Africa. And then this medium armor in South Africa will move, or medium armor in Cape Town will move to South Africa. Medium bomber, having failed its one job in life, moves back to Egypt. This carrier moves up 1, 2, 3, goes into port in Maharashtra. This just, the French turn. The French destroyer goes with it. Anzac, we're going to move 2 militia and 2 infantry, a motorized and a artillery. So that'll leave here in Queensland. I've got 2 militia, 2 infantry, a motorized, and an artillery. In New South Wales, 2 infantry, 2 militia. In Sydney, 3 infantry, a AAA, and an armor. And then North Island is a militia and an infantry, and there's no build because we're leasing to the KMT. Over here in FEC, we'll go ahead and place our build here, which I'll add. That armor from Anzac goes into Yunnan. So we place 1 infantry in Calcutta. We'll place the 2 place them here. Do I want to place them in Burma? We'll place them in Burma. So 2 Gurkhas go in Burma. So our total here is I've got a... Oh, that's why I want them there. Yeah, nope. Sorry about that. Keep changing my mind here. We will go ahead and put them in Bengal. This is what I want to do later. So, all right. So 2 FEC infantry, 1 militia, 1 armor, Calcutta. Transport and port. Bengal's got 2 Gurkha. Burma's got 2 British infantry. Siam is 8 Gurkha, 4 FEC infantry, a AAA, 2 AAA, a Anzac artillery, not Anzac artillery, sorry, FEC artillery, and then a single Anzac infantry. Britain does place a fighter here. So I have 3 fighters and a medium bomber in Siam, along with that stack of infantry. Over here in Maharashtra, in port, I've got a carrier and the French destroyer, and then 4 fighters. Over here in Aden, 2 infantry, 1 militia in this minor shipyard between C Zone I-5 and I-4 gets finished. 1 militia in Madagascar. We'll go ahead and place So infantry goes in Rhodesia, and infantry goes in Cape Town, and the Belgian Congo guy is the militia who's getting upgraded, and then we finish that railroad. Because I took Nubia, that should finish my railroad here, and I'll add a air base to Lower Egypt. And then last thing to place is the colonial and the medium armor. They both go in Lower Egypt. So that gets me to 8 infantry in Lower Egypt, 1 armor, 1 militia, 1 British medium bomber, 1 French medium bomber, and then I've got 1 infantry Western, 2 infantry in Transjordan, 1 infantry at Belgian Congo. Rhodesia is 2 infantry, 1 armor. South Africa's 1 infantry or 1 armor. Cape Town's 1 infantry. Oh, this submarine goes 1, 2, 3. He's an I-4. And then 1 transport, 1 armor. South Africa, 1 infantry, Cape Town. And that should be all of my placements except for the Lend-Lease French unit. It goes to Cameroon. All right, over here, we are going to move just 1 infantry over. Well, no, we'll stay where we are. I don't think he's going to attack that, but he might. 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 4. He does. Bring down anything else? Yeah, we'll do it. We're going to shift 1 infantry over from Algeria to Tunisia. So Tunisia is 1 militia, 2 infantry, 1 American light armor. Algeria is then a militia, 3 infantry, 3 French fighters, and then Western Algeria. Oh, I gotta move the French. French don't have a lot. They have no combat moves. All they do is this stack moves from Sudan to Nubia. The French medium bomber stays where it is. The French fighters stay where they are. I think. You know what? No, I got that airbase done. We're gonna fly to London, or fly to Egypt. We do have the airbase done. So, right, 1, 2, 3, 4. So the French fighters will go to Egypt. Sorry, guys, kind of calling an audible here on myself. So French forces, this should be 5. 5 mechanized, 2 infantry, 1 French Foreign Legion, 1 self-propelled artillery are in Nubia. Lower Egypt is a medium bomber, 3 fighters, and then the destroyer is up in Maharashtra. And then here in Cameroon, we've got the American bomber and the self-propelled gun and the mechanized that I just delivered. And this French transport will go 1, 2. It'll go into port here in Madagascar. Gibraltar's 4 infantry. French Morocco's 1 militia. Core fleet still in A44 is carrier tactical, 3 coastal defense ships, 1 destroyer, 3 torpedo boat destroyers. Sitting up here in port. I think I'm going to send 1 down, just so I have options. 1, I'll send the Anzac 1. The Anzac transport will come down to A44. So it's Anzac transport, carrier, tactical, destroyer, 3 torpedo boat destroyers, 3 coastal defense ships, and then 1 transport here in A21, 1 transport in Nova Scotia. On the home island itself, let's make sure it's actually, you guys can see, see a little bit more of it. Right, there we go. London, oh, this guy's got to move. Darn it. From London, the airborne and the what the darn thing's called? Airborne and the air transport are going to fly down. I think to Gibraltar. May go further down than that. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, 6, 7. We'll come down to northern Algeria. So Algeria is now a militia, 3 infantry, an airborne, and a transport. Back to the home islands. Uh, 3 militia, 2 AAA, medium armor. We'll move over 1 militia. 4 militia in London. No infantry? Do I care? I think I'm fine. I don't think he can do anything, and maybe Hambone will move some of his infantry over. All right. We then have 4 infantry, 3. Which at that point I only have the 1 transport. I don't need the 4 infantry there. So we'll move. Oh no, that's why it's okay, because Overlord's turned on. Never mind. 3 militia, 4 infantry, AAA American fighter, 2 American USF, 2 American infantry. England is just Northern England is a militia, which will make that 2 militia, and then Scotland is 1 militia, 1 mountain. So Scotland 1 militia, 1 mountain. Northern England 2 militia. Southern England 3 militia, 4 infantry, a American fighter, 2 American infantry. In London, I've got a American armor, 4 militia, 2 AAA. Yep. Hopefully. Sorry, guys, I got a bit of an eye infection. I'm on some drugs. It is making me a little discombobulated. I know that. So let's do recap for cash. We did go up to, we're at 29 plus 3, so 32. Right? 29 plus 3, 32. Yeah. Plus 7, 39. So same amount we had last time. If you guys have any questions, just shout them out. Hopefully I didn't mess anything up there. That's all we got. Take care, everybody.